Hello, hello. Welcome to Brooklyn Badass Sagittarius Tarot. This is the last week of January. What the fuck? It's flown by. This has been a very emotional January. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. So this is this is the weekly read for Sagittarius. The last week we're going to kick so much ass I can feel it in my hip bones. Okay. So Sagittarius. I don't know about you. This has been a while. I've been very lazy when I haven't been at work this week. And I'm still doing my skills, okay? But like, I've been living in my denim. Like, I've been wearing denim. I have like about 5 denim shirts. I don't know why. I think I was a Rosie the Riveter in a past life or something, right? Like I love them. Anyways, thank you. So did I say thank you to the spirit guides and the angels and the celestial beings and the saints? I don't know if I did, but this is a special thank you, of course, to Miss Mona Lisa Vito, who is the patron saint of the channel. She's so beautiful. I might make a new what do you think? Should I make a new artwork? You know, like maybe something, I don't know. Maybe it's time for a change. It's only been a few months or something, but come on, Miss Mona Lisa Vito, the weekly. Oh, interesting. Wow. Somebody's got some turmoil this week. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Wow, somebody's been through the ringer, okay? So this is the last week of January. I might actually get a couple clarifiers on this one. This feels like we're going in. You know what I mean? This feels like we're going in. So let's look. So no, now, this feels like, oof, I can feel the conflict, okay? This feels like this is for the Sagittarians out there who you've been fighting for your fucking life. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if it's like with the world, with work, with the friends and the family. You're fighting for your fucking life, okay? So this is what you need to know about this week, okay? Now, of course, most people, when they talk about the 7 of Swords, they're like somebody's stealing something from you. They're stealing your thoughts, like whatever else. Now, that could be the case, but I also want to remind you, this is something that you need to know about this week, that this can be you as well, okay? We don't always have to be the losers when we're at war, okay? It doesn't always have to be that way. We can do that as well. Or taking your own thoughts back, right, from whatever this conflict is. So this isn't just that people can steal from us. They can violate our thoughts. They can, like we're obsessed with thinking about them, whatever else, right? This can work the other way around. Actually, I'm going to get a clarify on that right now, whether that's somebody else or that's you. Because I think it can really go either way. And I think it's always important to point out things like this. You know what I mean? It feels like ever more slightly like it's someone doing it to you. But you could be taking back your power. So let's have a look. And maybe I'm supposed to say that there we go. Ooh, somebody from your past there. Look at that though. That's very beautiful. That's the 9 of Cups. And again, this is all about like accepting good things, right? And being and showing off your good things and like whatever else. So this feels like there's a little bit of conflict here, and this is what think this is about, like knowing what you need to know about this week. Is there's going to be a little bit of inner conflict between accepting that you can have good things in your life and being obsessed with someone who's put some bad into your life. Okay, there we go. I said it. That's the way it's supposed to go. That's what this one means. Okay. The next is what you need to do. Now, the 7 of Wands is interesting because this is obviously holding your ground. It's funny because in this deck, one side of the vice versa, there's actually no one there. They're just like wands that are like leaning up against the place, which I find very interesting. But this is all about being caught off guard, right? So like what I love about this is, do you see how they got two different shoes? So they were caught off guard and they're like holding their own. They're holding the hill. They're like trying to hold on to their territory. It feels like they might be a little bit outnumbered, you know what I mean, and whatever else. But this is about you. And this is about like what you're supposed to do for this week. Now, I can't tell you how that looks in your life. It's your life, right? So you know what battles you need to fight, but it's okay to hold on to your own. You might be caught a little off guard, right? But you can do it. You can hold on. You can hold your own, hold the hill. To let go of this one right here. This is a person who, off. Now, Knight of Pentacles isn't so bad. It is the slowest moving knight, you know, and it's got the offer, and they're a little bit skittish, but it's not because they don't know what they want. It's because like they like to do everything fucking slow, which of course we as Sagittarians hate, right? Like it's the worst. So, but it's okay every once in a while to like, you know, slow things down and really figure out if you like the offer and like the person and things like that. But when it's in reverse, it's all the vexing traits gone wrong. Okay, so this is someone who doesn't know what he wants, what she wants, what they want, is indecisive, doesn't think about the future, you know, like all that kind of stuff like that. That's release this person, whoever this is. They are not serious. They are not serious, okay? This could be the same person. You're still obsessing about this person. But here's the deal. You got to believe that you can get the good stuff can come in, and you got to fucking fight for it. I'm sorry. You got to fight for yourself. You got to fight for your inner child. You got to fight for all that stuff. And then this is to think about. Now, it feels like, see, I love the Hermit card, and I'll tell you, but the Hermit card is like in two parts, right? So the first is that you've just been through your wilderness period, right? Like you by yourself. Even if you're around other people, it feels like you're going through it by yourself. And then you come out the other end of the Hermit like life back into society. But this is important. You share your knowledge with other people, what you've learned, how you've grown. You're showing it, you're shining your light for other people. But I think that there's something in you that's a little scared of that. Okay? Because you're going through it, baby. This whole thing is all not only worthiness and like fighting for yourself, but it's about like staking your territory and, you know, not letting people waste your time or like, you know, hurt you continually over and over again. And I think that though you're in the middle of this learning process still, I think you're a little bit afraid of talking to other people about it. Maybe a little bit of like, it feels like there's a bit of shame there. But here's the deal, babies. Now, I know, so we can be embarrassed about things we put up with in the past. Oh my God. I remember one time I was dating this guy. His name was Lom. I know it's a stupid name. He was a fucking idiot. I had to break up with him like 6 times before it took, okay? And before I even broke up with him the first time, I remember there's a bunch of us going to a rave, okay? This was back in like 1990, 1991, something like that. Anyway. And we were all in different cars, right? And like we got back and I was driving my car. He wasn't in my car. He was in Megan's car. And they got out of the car holding hands. And I was mad, but I just bought his explanation. I can't even remember what the explanation was. No doubt, like the shame has repressed what the explanation was, but I was so embarrassed. Here's the deal though. You get older, you laugh this stuff off. You learn not to be so hard on yourself. You give yourself some grace. You go, I was a fucking moron back then, but I know better now. So I would never put up with something like that now. And I feel like you're in this, in one of them phases, right, this week. You don't have to be ashamed of the things unless you've been an asshole, but I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, you don't have to be ashamed of going through this, honey, because we have all been through this. But maybe you've got some insight, that could help other people, like talking to your friends or someone else. You don't have to hide and be embarrassed about this type of stuff. We all go through it, okay? I'm not saying get on a fucking soapbox and like stop preaching to everybody or something. I don't know how you want to do this. I'm just saying you don't have to be ashamed. You can shine your light. And the chances are somebody is going to want to hear this story one day because they're going to be going through the same things. Okay, Sagittarius. So that's the weekly for this week. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, you little cuties. You know I love you, you little Sagittarius. So cute. So thank you. And yeah, and if you like this, then subscribe and we'll see you more. Okay, bye babies. Bye.